Hey guys, what's going on? Paul here. Welcome back to another Cardano live stream. Been a while since I've done a live stream. A lot of different things coming out lately, getting lots of questions on them. So decided I'd do a quick enough live stream to see what's going on, talk about it, answer any questions that I can. Anything I can, I will answer. If I can't answer them, I will find the answers and bring them back in the next video as well. So I'm just getting set up here while people are coming online as well. Can someone just let me know that the sound is coming through okay as well? I'm just checking that it's playing on my side. I think we're playing, but just let me know about the audio as well. And just bringing up the chat in front of me as well. So anyone that has questions on anything that's going on out there, the Sundaeswap testnet, the ERC20 converter, or anything else as well, let me know. And as I say, I'll answer whatever I can. Sound is good. Cover the World Mobile project. Yeah, I've had Mickey on the channel before. I will cover World Mobile again fairly soon. I might even try and get Mickey back on to see what the latest is on the project, see how everything is going, because I know they're doing a lot of stuff and it's not always that easy to see exactly what's going on. A few people saying audio is low, others saying it's okay. I'm looking at my side, I think it should be bringing the mic a bit closer. How is the audio there now? Is that any better? Okay, I think looking at the bars on my side, that audio should be okay, but let me know anyway. Pending swaps on Sunday. Yeah, what they're doing at the minute is they are turning on and off the scooper that they're running at different stages. So sometimes there will be pending transactions there. Turn up the audio. I am looking at the audio on my side and it looks to be going through okay. Let me check. Okay, better. Yeah, so you will see pending transactions at different times. I'll go through a swap here and see how it works when I'm live as well. That should be even better now for the audio. So is my pool going to be a scooper permanently? I will be a scooper in the first iteration, and then I think it's up to the community who'll be able to vote through the DAO what they want to do then, who they want to be the scoopers. So if someone does something on the network that the community doesn't like, they'll be able to vote that scooper out. Hopefully, I'll be there for a long, long time. I'll be there as long as the community wants me to be in there anyway. They're winding me up with the audio. It's hard to know on the live stream, because I haven't done it in a while. I forgot to check the settings. I was even a minute late because I had to resync YouTube and everything for the live stream. I'm afraid for anyone who it is a little bit low, just turn up your volume for this one. I'll check it out after this and see how it is and have it right for the next one. Carlos keeps asking about ADEX. I need to follow up with Daedalus to see how things are going there. I will have a chat with him and I should have an update on that fairly soon. I know he messaged me last week. I was away, so I really need to get back to him. I'll let you know then. Information about the Earth node reservation from World Mobile. I reserved a node in the very beginning. I think we won't get to run the Earth nodes as far as I know now. I'll have to check with the team. We won't be running them until April or May when the early staking expires, but I will follow up on that and see what answers I can get. I think it probably would be good to try and get them back on the channel just to get an update on how things are going or what they see as happening now as well. Thanks, Rachel. I appreciate that. Audio good. Scoop me up, Paul. So if you delegate your ADA 1 and 2, you will automatically... Yeah, so I get that question a lot on my stake pools. Both stake pools, Paul and Paul1, if you delegate to either of them, you qualify for Sunday tokens during the ISO. Now, we don't have the date on the ISO yet, so I'm not sure when it's going to start. Obviously, I want to see it starting very soon because The ISO will start when they go live on mainnet, and mainnet is going to be a good thing overall for Cardano. So sorry, I got distracted by a comment. Both pools will count for it. The process, they won't drop the Sundaeswap tokens directly into your wallet. This is just to give people the option of what they want to do, because some people mightn't claim them. Some people, I'd say the majority will. But what you will have to do is you just log in, and I think I need to get clarification from the team, and I will do a demo when it's available. You will need to send a transaction or use a DApp enabled wallet. So when that process is out, I'll do a full tutorial on it as well. So the first few days of the ISO, I will try and get that out there. What else have I got? List of stake pools for the Sundaeswap ISO. The best place to go, actually, I'll bring it up here. poolpeak.com. If you go to Poolpeak have a page up here where you can see all the different pools that are involved in the ISO. So you can go in there and you can see them all from that page. So it's poolpeak.com, and just go onto the site, and on the left hand side you'll see the Sundaeswap ISO pools then. So where's my... Just lost my comments. Here we go. And where was I in this? So that's the list of pools. Cornucopias, yeah, that's a good one. I did mean to mention them. So Cornucopias had their IDO today, so they'll be going live on PancakeSwap tomorrow. The token they're issuing is a Binance token for now anyway. All of the NFTs are going to be on Cardano. So for tomorrow, anyone who wants to go in and try and buy it, you will have to do it on PancakeSwap with BNB. For me, I was involved in transparency, involved in the private round of this, and I also got a small bit through the Vent platform as well, because I hold Vent tokens, so that gave me an allocation on the Vent launchpad as well. What else have I got here? Can you convert Charlie 3 now using... No, the ERC20 converter... So the ERC20 converter, as you can see here, currently it's only set up for AGIX, Singularity Net. Now this is on testnet. I done a full demo video for this. This one was day before yesterday. I done the demo on this showing how it all works. So anyone who wants to check it out can do that as well. Basically, you can go through the process for AGIX for now. Hopefully we'll see a lot more tokens coming into this when it goes live on the mainnet as well. Charlie 3, I'm not sure. I know CardStarter were working on some kind of a bridge as well. I can't remember if they're using the IOG one or if they're going to have their own, but there will be a bridge for bringing Charlie 3 over. Damon is someone I'll probably get back on the channel as well fairly soon to have a chat about what's going on there. He's a good guy for having connections with lots of different projects as well. Got a question on staking. The previous epoch could be a lot higher than actual rewards. So Matt's got a question with staking. Right now, when I see the estimated ROA of the previous epoch, it's a lot higher than the actual rewards. I'm not sure about that. It should be fairly even. If it's only an estimate, sometimes it can be a bit different, but it shouldn't be much different. Now, I know when you look on ADA pools and you look on Pool Tool, they all show slightly different rewards as well, because they use different... sorry, let me mute Telegram here. They show slightly different parameters. They use different things in their calculation, but they should all be fairly similar. The best way I find always to look for your rewards as well is go over to ADA pools, and on ADA pools search for your stake key, and what that will do then is give you the full history of your staking rewards as well. So it'll show you every single epoch what ADA you got. It's good for taxes as well. Do you have to use NAMI for the ISO? Currently NAMI is the only DApp enabled wallet, so you would need to use NAMI for claiming right now. I know CC Vault have submitted an app to the Google Play Store, so very soon you should be able to use CC Vault as well. Uroi, I would expect to come out fairly soon. I know Sundaeswap used a private build of Uroi during their private testing. So the functionality is there. They just need Uroi to release it as well. The significance of the ERC20 converter, it's basically a bridge. We see this with lots of other chains out there where they have bridges to bring tokens or coins or whatever you want to call them from one chain to another. When we have money markets and stuff like that, this will be really significant, especially for stuff like stable coins, where you can bring stable coins from one chain into Cardano and then use that as collateral within some of the money markets. People also will be able to bring, so everyone probably knows that Ethereum gas fees are crazy at times, well, crazy all the time and absolutely insane some days. So what you will be able to do is bring them coins over to Cardano and then use an exchange, use something like Sundaeswap or some of the other dexes that are building out there and do your trading on that if there's volume on it. So it's about being able to bring in the other coins in and take advantage of what Cardano has. Where am I? Sundaeswap, if you disconnect, reconnect your wallet, you lose your pending. If you haven't fed that back to the team, you could probably do that as well. They're looking for all this type of feedback. At the minute on the testnet, what they're doing is, I think they said they had something like 3,000 reports within the first 24 hours or something like that of feedback on what things that need to be improved or errors that people were getting. There's probably lots of them were the same types of errors, but that's what the testnet is all about, is trying to get them errors out of it and make it as smooth as possible for when it goes on to the mainnet. What else have I got here? VRA, I haven't looked enough into VRA to give a proper comment on it. I don't own VRA at the minute, but I've heard some people that really do love it. It's just one that I haven't looked at in a while. Where am I? Issues with Daedalus. Will there be issues? You can stake with Daedalus to earn the rewards from Sundaeswap. I know lots of people still use Daedalus. There's more and more people moving away from Daedalus just because it's so slow. But you will be able to earn the rewards with it. They talked about it in the last Cardano 360 that they're looking to bring functionality into Daedalus where you will be able to interact with smart contracts and dApps as well. But when that functionality will come in, I don't know. You will need that functionality to claim your Sunday tokens. If that isn't in by the time you want to claim your tokens, you can always restore your wallet into or your account or wallet, whatever you want to call it, into any of the other options like Uroi or CC Vault or any of them out there. You can do that with your seed phrase. But if you're doing that, be extremely careful that when you use the other sites that you're using the legit sites as well. Just because if you give someone else your seed phrase, they can restore your wallet and take everything in it. That's why I always like to have a hardware wallet in the middle, because for me, I have my hardware wallet plugged into Daedalus, CC Vault, Uroi. I've it plugged into all of them. They all sync up the same, and it just means that I can use any of them. If I want to do a quick transaction, a lot of times I will just use CC Vault at the minute because it's generally the most responsive. What else have I got? Lovelace. Yeah, I can put something together on Lovelace over the next while. I want to talk a bit more about metaverses and everything like that as well. So I will put something together on Lovelace. I just mentioned it in one of the recent videos, but didn't go in depth into it. Do we get ADA and Sunday rewards? Yep, you will get both during the now and, well, not both now, but you'll get your ADA rewards as normal. I'm not changing anything there. The Sundaeswap rewards will just be an extra bonus on top. So during the 5 epochs of the ISO, you'll earn Sunday tokens as well. But your ADA rewards, you'll get them straight through and that won't change at all. When is Singularity Net going live on the mainnet? I presume you mean coming over to Cardano. I haven't seen the timeline on when the converter is going to go live. So the converter is there on testnet. For me anyway, it seemed to work very well, and anyone else I talked to, it has worked well. So I'm not sure how much longer they need to test it. I would expect them to test for another week or two, do any tidy up, and then maybe go live. But I haven't seen a date, and even in the 360 event last month, they didn't commit to any hard dates on it. gone. Matt said the difference is more than 1%. I'll have a look at that after this. I'll look into it. Or if you have any more info on it, just send me a message on Discord, Telegram, or send me an email. Either Paul at Cardano with Paul is the only one that I use. How will Uroi won't have to break down the difference in the rewards from ADA and Sunday. You will still just get your ADA rewards as normal into your wallet. The Sunday tokens then is what you will claim separately. So they'll just be sent into the wallet whenever you claim them. Kenny, about Daedalus or Uroi, I would expect by the time the ISO comes out, Uroi should have the DApp enabled version of Uroi out. I'd be really surprised if they didn't have it out by that time. How will the ERC20 converter benefit ADA? So we kind of talked about this already, in that you're able to bring liquidity in from other chains. So when we have full money markets and DeFi running on top of Cardano, you'll be able to use liquidity that you have on other chains, bring that in and use that as collateral within ADA or within Cardano. Also, you'll be able to bring in tokens from other chains out there as well and just trade them within Cardano as well. So if there's people coming in with the tokens from other chains, you'll be able to buy and sell them on dexes on Cardano as well. What it does as well is it will bring more and more transactions into the Cardano network. As I've said numerous times as well, that utility and usage of the blockchain is what is going to make it succeed long term. Recent updates on Hydra. It's been mentioned a few times. I don't think we're getting Hydra in February. It will be later in 2022. But like a lot of things, it's not going to be one day Hydra drops and that's it. Implemented, it will be different improvements will come over time. It's something, there's a few really good technical people in the community that I will try and bring on fairly soon to talk about all of that type of stuff, to talk about the scaling that Cardano will bring, or that scaling options. I see lots of different conversations out there ranging from roll-ups to Hydra to network parameters, and there's lots of different options, but each option has its advantages, disadvantages. So I'll try and bring on someone or maybe a few people that can have that discussion around it. Recently, we've seen the parameters being changed on the network where the block size was increased, and also on the script size, the script limit was increased as well. So they help in the short term, but long term, when we bring the likes of Sunday and when we bring other dexes, money markets on, like there's a lot of different dexes building out there. There's a few different money markets. There's lots of different apps building as well. So when we're going to need a lot more scalability there. They can increase the block size a bit more. They can even shorten the time between blocks, but they have to be very careful that each block still propagates across the network within 5 seconds, because if it doesn't, things are going to break down. So them types of improvements need to be done gradually. There's lots of other solutions out there as well though. Luna to overtake ADA, I'm not sure. We'll have to see how the next while goes. ADA is starting to show some signs of life in terms of development, or in terms of things rolling out on the mainnet. It just depends how quick that type of stuff comes. I don't actually own any Luna at the minute. Sorry I didn't get into it at the start of the year though. If you import a Daedalus wallet into NAMI using the recovery phrase, will I still receive Sunday? Yeah, you would still receive it. Now, they do recommend that you don't import an existing wallet into Sunday, because Sunday uses a different setup than some of the other wallets. With NAMI. With NAMI, what happens is you only have one address in it. So they narrow it down and only use one address, where the likes of Daedalus uses, you could have hundreds of different addresses, the same as CC Vault or Uroi. So if you're importing a wallet, I would say Uroi, provided they have that functionality when the ISO happens, or CC Vault would be the options I would say there. Any update on WMT on an exchange? I have heard, now I've seen comments from the community in that they're looking at this month, but I haven't seen anything concrete from the team. Hopefully we'll see it this month. It will be good. A video on my thoughts on all the projects. I do try and keep up with projects, but there's just so many out there. It's crazy. My inbox on everything at this stage, Twitter, Telegram, emails are absolutely flooded with projects looking to talk and see what's going on. I try to keep up with as many as possible, but I will start to do more over the next while as well. I'll try and bring on some of the different teams for interviews, try and do short ones as well, an introduction to them, and then I'll give my 5-minute review as well of what I see and what I think of them. I've never actually talked to Sean, but if anyone has a contact for him, then feel free to drop it to me, or if you know him personally, then tell him that it'd be great to do a video together. Information on the official Summit NFTs. Haven't heard anything on the NFTs from the Summit in a while. Singularity in general, what does it mean? So Singularity going live on Cardano, it's essentially another token that will run on the Cardano network. So it won't directly impact ADA or anything like that, but they'll be doing a lot of their building on the Cardano network going forward then. Opinions on ADEX. I'm not really sure at the minute. I haven't talked to Daedalus properly in a while. I know they're looking to do a demo in December, so I'm not sure outside that where exactly things are at. Within the next few days or the next week, I should probably have a better opinion on that. And thanks, Mark, for the super chat. Really appreciate that. How long do I think the Djed is out on Cody? I was wondering what's... when that, I haven't heard a date of Djed going live. The dip as well, what's going on at the minute is Evergrande. Now I'm surprised we didn't see a dip earlier in the day, but Evergrande have basically, I would say, finally defaulted at this stage on their first US dollar due. So the next few days or the next week could be interesting. I was watching it here. S&P on the bottom. Actually, let's put something else. So Dow Jones on the bottom, holding okay. S&P not doing too bad. Had a drop and then pulling back up. Bitcoin struggling at the minute, and when Bitcoin struggles, it pulls the rest of the crypto market down. So we'll keep an eye on it. I was expecting the markets to open up a bit worse today. Hang Seng doing okay considering everything that's going on there. So the next day or two will be interesting to see how the market reacts. The fact that the market hasn't completely tanked yet is a good sign, I suppose. We'll wait and see where that goes. Just found out that staking with Daedalus don't give Sunday. They will qualify you for Sundaeswap tokens, but you won't be able to claim using the current version of Daedalus. Daedalus would need to bring the additions to allow it to interact with smart contracts and dApps. I don't think they're going to have that functionality anytime soon. It was mentioned in the last Cardano 360, but no timeline on it. So you would earn the tokens through Daedalus, because when you use Daedalus or Yoroi or Nami or any of the other wallets, it's not the actual wallet that you're using. That is just your gateway. It's your private keys, your seed phrase. That's what you're using to interact with the blockchain. So that same seed phrase can be used in any of the different wallets. Now, something like Atomic Wallet or Exodus, they're different because they're not native wallets, but any of the native wallets are all the same. It's your seed phrase will allow you to interact with the blockchain then. What else have I got here? Any advantage? My top 5 projects. It's hard to call right now because we haven't got anything gone live. I'll put a video together like that fairly soon. I don't want to start naming projects now because I know I'll forget some, but I'll put it together a video with probably the projects that I'm most interested in right now. And look, anyone building something positive on top of Cardano, I'm interested to see what they do. Obviously, DEX's money markets are right up there, but I think we'll see lots of other innovative projects coming down the line as well, because when you bring the EUTXO model into it, it does bring a whole different dynamic into it as well. Are there going to be royalties baked into Cardano NFTs? I have seen SIPs on that. There are Cardano improvement processes or certain standards that they want every NFT to go by to try and bring royalties into them. It's not something I'm experienced enough on to know. I'll have to look into it, or maybe bring someone on from the NFT community. It's not what I don't keep up with the NFT side of things just as much as others, so maybe I'll bring someone in that will be able to give updates on that. Paribus isn't one that I know much about, so I'll have to look into it. What rewards? Did I miss something there, Steve? When do you get Sunday rewards? Oh, that was what the other comment was. Sunday rewards don't start until the ISO starts, and we don't have the date for that yet. That's what I'm asking. So yeah, we don't have the date, but once the date comes, it'll be for 5 epochs that you will get the rewards then. Dave, he's staking through Daedalus. Is it pointless? No, not pointless. You will still qualify for the rewards, but just for the claiming process, at the minute, you can't do it directly through Daedalus unless they bring the changes before then, but you will qualify for the rewards. Midas Investments don't have an opinion, don't know much about them. Will ADA go below $1? Anything is possible. I hope it doesn't, but it's possible. Anthony says for his projects, Sunday, Meld, Mal, Ray, and Cody. I would say Cody isn't a Cardano project specifically because it's built on its own blockchain, but all very good projects. Meld, hopefully I'll actually get an interview with Meld fairly soon, bring them on. Maladex, really great project as well. That's another team that I would like to bring on the channel here. Seen Yarik on before, very knowledgeable guy. A few people have mentioned Ray as well, Ray Wallet. It's one I don't know a whole lot about. They're kind of keeping to themselves so far, but once they're up for interviews and ready to go a bit more public, I will definitely have a space open for them, because I have seen the demos of what they've done and they do look very, very good. Do I think it's deceptive for IOHK to celebrate smart contracts without having the PAB ready? Not deceptive, but I think that the whole thing should have been done a lot different. I think there should have been a lot more clarity around what we were getting on September 12th. Technically, we got smart contract functionality on September 12th. We have seen some of the NFT marketplaces and different things. Nami have done great work in the space to be able to interact with the smart contracts early on. So we did get smart contracts, just not the level of smart contracts we see in some of the other chains out there at the minute. So definitely could have been marketed better at the time, and potentially even held off until there was more ready there, more of the tooling around. So we got smart contract functionality, but we didn't get a lot of the tooling that the projects, the DApps actually need for building. We see Sundaeswap have had a workaround. They've built their own PAB. I think other projects going forward will do that as well, because even the PAB that IOHK are building is going to be a generic PAB. So it's going to be one that's set out to be able to do everything. So certain projects won't need all that functionality. So a custom version could be good for them. What else have I missed? Thoughts on Mondaeswap? I prefer the Sundaeswap name. What else have I got? Favorite upcoming metaverse project? I really like Cornucopias for that side of things. I'm not sure of actually Pavia as well is another very interesting one. I bought a few small pieces of land in their first sale. I'm looking forward to seeing what else they do out there as well. That's another video that I need to sit down and try and put together, is the different gaming and metaverse projects that are building on Cardano, to try and get that together. The rewards, I presume that means Sunday. They won't be available till they start the ISO, and that's when you start earning, but we don't have the details on that yet. How is rewards calculated? It's based on the ADU stake, but it's not going to be linear. There's going to be whale measures in there, so they haven't said what the cutoff levels are, but basically they'll be trying to work it that whales don't take the big majority of it. Opinion on Ergo doing a lot of great things. It's one I don't follow just as closely as I'd like to because I just can't keep up with everything, but definitely an extremely smart team doing a lot of good things there. I know lately the price hasn't been going great for it, but I see that I've seen a video earlier today. Actually, I have it paused that I want to go back to. Do I have it here? This video actually demoing the Ergo decks. You can see I was just getting to the demo here, but I had to pause for the live stream. So I think there's a lot of good stuff going on over there, and they are building a decks for Cardano as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Husky will do a shiv. We'll see. The Husky community is definitely growing out there. It does give me a good laugh over on Twitter, the marketing that they have. If they ever do a rug, then people can't complain because that's all they ever talk about doing, is that they are going to do a rug. When do you think Cardano will have a fully functioning ecosystem? Well, I don't think we're that far away from a fully functioning. Actually, we do have a functioning ecosystem right now, but it's just, it depends what level you want to operate on that. I think from recent updates, February is definitely going to make things a lot easier for developers building and bring a lot of improvements to the Plutus language and smart contracts that are there, a lot of optimizations. Hopefully by that stage we should have a very good PAB as well. So at that stage all the tools should be there, but the scaling for Cardano really needs to come into play at that stage as well. And what else have I got? Inflation measures. If liquidity in crypto is based on funding from fiat, is it worth arguing that liquidity value we have will decrease? Inflation measures. So I suppose we all know that the value of a dollar or euro that we have is going down all the time. So there are different charts out there and different things you can look at as well, is that take inflation into account. So we look at Bitcoin goes from $10,000 up to $50,000. It's not an exactly a 500% or a 5x increase on your funds, because the value of them funds is going down all the time. The next few weeks are going to be interesting. They're talking about tapering to see how that impacts on the markets as well. But I would say sitting in dollars or something like that, when we look at inflation, just sitting in dollars right now in savings isn't a great option, and most savings accounts out there aren't given anything really in terms of a decent rate. Why would people bridge apart from the fees? Why would they bridge if they want to bring liquidity into Cardano? Would be one of the reasons. I think the bridges are going to be there for just bringing in individual coins and stuff like that. They're not going to be for projects completely porting from Ethereum over to Cardano. I know there will be options for doing that type of stuff again, but to be honest, I'm not really looking at projects that are building on Cardano or building on Ethereum and then trying to come into Cardano. For me, I'm more interested in the ones that are natively built on Cardano for now. We're going to have sidechains and everything like that after a while that you can run Ethereum projects on the Cardano. They run on a sidechain and then they're rolled up to the main chain as well. So a really good person to talk about that would be Sebastian from DC Spark. So I might try and bring him on at some stage to talk about the different options that are there as well. Peg cryptos. Yeah, when we peg cryptos to the value of fiat, we're at the mercy of fiat. I think most people are always going to peg crypto to fiat. For me, I'm kind of at the stage now where I'm looking at my portfolio in terms of number of Bitcoin more so than the actual number of USD or Euro. What will happen in the bear market? Bear market, generally everything goes down and keeps going down. So how low they go, we don't really know. To me, the cycles are changing. They're not the way they used to be, where we have a short bull market and then a really long bear market. I think them types of things are gone. Bear markets definitely will happen. I just think they'll be shorter than they used to be, with so much more utility, so much more interest coming into it. We seen yesterday in Congress as well, we seen a lot of crypto leaders were there talking about crypto, and they were received fairly well actually, compared to if you look back even a few months ago or a year ago, when things like this, when Congress were talking about crypto or any references, then it was all negative. There was still negative ones yesterday, but there was a lot more positive than there used to be. What am I missing? Sorry, the chat jumped on me there, so I'm not sure where exactly it was. What's you claiming you do? Where was I? Come on, I'll push the like button. Yeah, that's a good call. Only 40 likes. Is that what we have? Yeah, be good. Oh, we're up to 90 there now. Would be good if we can get that a bit higher. I know the views at the minute are a bit low. I didn't give much time on this. Thanks for all the likes. Anyone new as well, please do subscribe. If Cardano is $1,000 one day, will gas fees be like 200? I can't see Cardano ever getting near $1,000, but just in that, on terms of the gas fees, that number is changeable. It's just a parameter within the whole ecosystem, or within how the blockchain is constructed. So that can be changed over time. So if we did start to hit really big numbers for the ADA price, then the transaction fee can be changed as well. Musli I haven't actually tried it out yet. I looked at it but didn't try and do a swap on it yet. Just because there isn't much out there about the team or about the contracts or anything like that, I'd be very cautious about trying it with any big amounts at the minute. I will actually try it out fairly soon, just a simple swap, just to see how it works. But I did mean to try it this week, but we actually had complete power cut yesterday, so we're out for 22 hours in total, I think. So that kind of cut me short a bit on this week. Thanks Stevie and Victor, really appreciate that. The official Cardano NFTs, I haven't heard anything on that at all in the last while. Coinbase fees are high. Yeah, Coinbase for trading is very high for fees. If you're trading on Coinbase, use Coinbase Pro, because you can set your limit orders and everything like that, so you can get a lot less fees on it. Hopefully we will have DEXs live on mainnet fairly soon. Do I recommend using or moving to Yoroi instead of Daedalus? I know lots of people are doing it lately because of how slow Daedalus is. Daedalus is a really good wallet. It's a full node wallet. It's very secure, so it has a lot of advantages. If you're using a hardware wallet, it's extremely easy to move, because you can just plug the same wallet into, or the same account into any of the different wallet providers. How would you do it? If you're using the hardware wallet, it's very easy to restore. You can restore using your seed phrase as well within Yoroi or CC Vault. But as I said earlier, just be very careful that you use the right wallets, that you use the official download links. And because if you download one of the many scams that are out there and put in your seed phrase, you would lose everything in your account. Okay, well, ADA ever flip Solana? I think we will get back above Solana someday, but we need the ecosystem on Cardano to be a bit more evolved than it is right now. So I'm just looking at the time actually, and I have to go and pick up my kids fairly soon. So I'll see if there's any more questions, but hopefully I have got through as many as possible here, and it has helped somewhat. I was going to do some of the demos again today, but as we got into it, I think the questions were hopefully more of a help. And the two demos as well, Sundaeswap and the converter, are on the channel as well. Actually, one thing, when I was doing the Sundaeswap one that I forgot, I actually cut it out of the video, was when you load up your wallet here, what you need to do as well, some people were having issues with this, is collateral. So when you go to do transactions on the DEX or anything using NAMI, you need to add collateral first. So come in and you can see here I have 5 test data. But anyone who hasn't done that yet, you will just need to add 5 test data. Now you don't lose that or anything, you can take it back at any time, but it's just collateral for when you're interacting with the smart contracts. get you some Kraken. Yeah, Kraken is one of my go-to exchanges for any fiat dealings. Kraken is generally the one that I use. Gambling Apes, I haven't looked into that at all. I'll try and take a look at it. Thoughts on Cardano? I really like Cardano. I think long term it's going to be very good. I think once the Cardano ecosystem starts to kick off, then Cardano is one that I would like to start accumulating more. I think when we do go into an inevitable bear market, coins like Cardano are ones that I would start to gather throughout that bear cycle, because what I look for when we go into a bear cycle is really good coins that I think have long-term value. That's when I start to pick them up in them types of markets, because I think that they can go really, really well. It's hard to know where we're going to sit in this current cycle with the Cardano ecosystem. How much of our ecosystem will have kicked off by the time the bull market really starts to fade. But for me, coins like Cardano and other good projects on Cardano are ones that I will start to accumulate when we go through that cycle. How do you find your ranking on the Cardano rich list? I think Daedalus have one of the tabs on Daedalus has the rich list on that, so you can go over and check there. Yeah, the meld pools are finished up since the last epoch. The current epoch, I think they're giving everything that's earned in this current epoch to the Veritree Foundation, who are planting trees. So you won't lose any meld rewards for moving now. I've seen a lot of movement over the last few days. Do I hold clays? No, I don't actually hold any clays. I missed the sales on them. Daedalus hasn't worked since the last update. It could be to do with if you're using an older laptop, then Daedalus is now taking up even more resources. If you have anything under 16 gigabytes of RAM on your laptop, then you're going to struggle with Daedalus. Where am I gone? The Irish meetup, with the current situation in Ireland, I don't think we're going to have that. I'd originally wanted to do it before Christmas, but with the current situation here, it's just not going to be viable. Hopefully, when we get into the new year, things get a bit better in terms of meetups like that. I definitely love to put something together. Was that a nice Rebel red glass? No, this was one that my kids got me with World's Best Dad on it. So not a Rebel's glass in this one. And where am I? Okay, I've about 2 minutes left. Seems impossible to swap for chalk. Yeah, at the minute, I don't see the notification that says the scooper is down at the minute, but so you should be able to swap, but I'm not exactly sure how quick it is or whether they do have some of the stuff offline. I know they are rebuilding different parts and making improvements as they get feedback. Maybe early next week, I'll try and do another update. I'll have a chat with the team, either on camera or off camera, and get some updates and bring them back to you guys then. That same question about the NFTs has been asked a good few times now. I have no updates on them, the Cardano Summit ones. You'd need to reach out to the foundation or something like that. For Sunday tokens, there will be a process to claim them once the ISO starts, and once there is, I will do a demo on it. It says the node is stopped. You can click on the node, and when you click on it, it brings up the different options then. And when you go in there, you can click on restart the node to give it a try then, to see will it sync. Just says current load stopped. Do you recommend send ADA to NAMI to swap for tokens on Sundaeswap? I'm not worried about having a wallet funded just yet. As soon as they give us a date on it, then I will be getting a wallet ready to buy Sunday tokens when it launches. If NAMI is still the only supported wallet, then I will be funding a NAMI wallet. If CC Vault is there, which I expect they will, that's probably going to be the wallet that I use, but I'll wait and see what their app is like. Okay, the Discord link is broken. I will fix that after this call. I'll put the updated Discord link in there, and Did I miss? No, there's no date for the ISO to go live yet. As soon as I do get one, I will let you guys know. And the final one, Ken, thanks very much. I really appreciate the super chat as well. Stevie, you'd never be allowed to go. Was that with reference to the meetup? Could be a bit of a messy night if we all get together. Pavia definitely one that I'm looking for to see where it goes in the future. I own a few pieces of land in it, so definitely following to see what happens there. Look, thanks very much, guys, for tuning in. I really appreciate everyone that did. Hopefully, it has been some value, all this waffling here. But don't forget to subscribe, give the video a like, and share it out if you think some of the questions here can be helpful to others. Thanks for watching, guys.